Did you know that in Sweden, 12% of all pedestrian injuries happen while the car is backing up? And in the US, 1 in 4 accidents happen while reversing. And poor visibility is a major reason why. The stand-up backup lights are clearly not enough, especially in the dark, rain or snow. But there's a simple fix for that. Today we will install our extra LED reversing light kit for V70 and XC70 08 to 16. But this guide also works fine with all the cars that have an analog reversing light signal. We'll start by mounting the reverse lights. They will go under the bumper, mounted onto the plastic. It's going to be the best place for them, as they can't go on the exhaust shields here. Let's start by attaching the little mounting bracket that comes with the lights. A nut goes in here, and a screw in here. It's nice that you only need one tool, as the nut holds itself in place. So that's one done here, and now exactly the same on the other one. Don't make the screws too tight just yet. We need to adjust them later when they're mounted. And now when that's done, we can mark where they need to be mounted. Here looks great, and I'll measure out where they need to be so they're exactly the same on both sides. And I think 10 centimeters from the inner edge will be a great position. And then we mark the same on this side. Carefully drill the plastic using an 8mm drill bit. Next, we'll put the screw into the hole and secure it with a nut. You can make it hand tight for now until you're happy with the position. And then we'll repeat for the other side. So now we're ready to connect the wires for the lights. To get the wires into the car, there's actually a rubber seal that's used for the tow bar wires. And here you can see the wires from the tow bar, and we can poke an extra small hole here for our new lights. If you don't have a tow bar, you can still drill a hole and use this included rubber seal instead. This is the cable that comes with the lights. And these two will connect the power to the lights, so these are the ones we want to push down through the hole that we just made. And here we go, the cables are through, and now we can give them a trim so we can see more of the bare wire. The kit comes with these solder seals that you just need to slide onto each wire like this, black to black and the red to red. Make sure the bare wires meet in the middle of the solder seal. And then we use the heat gun to melt them and they will be joined. Use a zip tie to tidy up the cables. And now we're back in the boot with the rest of the wires. We'll pull them up on the side here to the 12-volt outlet. And this is where we'll get the power for the lights. If you don't have a 12-volt outlet here, Don't worry, you should still have the wires behind the panel. And for the signal cable, we'll pull it all the way up here to the middle, as the reverse lights are on the boot lid of this car. Remove the panels and pull up the cables. Behind the 12-volt plug there is a plastic nut that holds it in place. Remove that and it will come out of the hole. And this is where I'll take the power from. Take the plus and the minus and push them through the plastic nut and through the hole. Remove the ring connectors as we won't be using them. Okay, watch this carefully to see which is positive and which is negative. I know from experience that the center of the plug is positive and the negative is on the outside, so this blue-red wire is plus and the green-black wire is negative. These cables are a bit thick, so I'll trim off some of the insulation. And use the quick splice connectors included in the kit to join the two wires for the positive. And repeat the process for the negative. And once you're done, put the 12-volt plug back. And to access the connector to the signal cable, start by removing this light with a trim removal tool like this. Remove the lamp connector and then you will see an 8mm screw that holds this panel in place. And now remove the panel just by carefully pulling it straight down. And then the same with this panel on the side, just pull it straight out. And now we can thread the blue wire all the way up to the connector at the top. And we need a connector that's on the left, so pull it apart. We've already been here to install a position light modification, so I'll remove this zip tie. The signals come from pin number 4. So here we got 1, 2, 3, 4. This one. If you don't have a V70 or XC70 08 to 16, then you'll need a multimeter to test which pin that's needed for the signal. And this one is a bit special because the backup light is in the boot lid. But on, for example, the V70 and XC70 2000 to 2007, you have the backup light in the bottom corner of the car. So it's easier to access and measure which cable is the signal cable. And on newer Volvos from 2018 and forward, the signal is digital, so these old harnesses can't read them. So that's when you need the XBB dongle and XBB relay. And of course we sell them as well, and they are linked in the description. Use the quick splice connector to connect the car's signal cable with the signal cable from the harness. And now we're done. Put the zip tie back if there was one there, and then we can put back the light and all the panels. And let's do a test. And as you can see, these are super bright, and even the ones in the car's original reverse lights are much brighter. That's because we swapped them for these LED ones that we sell in the web shop. You can find the link in the description. Do you want to see another video from us? Click up here.